Well, I want to hear about the numbers business. The way, yeah.
So we can throw them finally in prison where they belong?
Tell us what you know about the numbers business in the store.
The numbers business. That's why I just learned about this.
It
This is shocking. I never knew about it.
Tell him, oh, yeah, I know, go
I
ahead.
was surprised to find out.
They had a grocery store. I can't understand how he did it. He'd be in the store at 6 o'clock in the morning. He'd take an afternoon nap, because that's when I filled in while he was sleeping. And then he'd be there till 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. 6 days, sometimes 7 days a week. I don't know how my dad did it. I don't know how. It was amazing. He just. And in any event, there wasn't enough profit in the grocery store so they had to go into something else. And the next best thing was to book numbers.
Yeah.
And it wasn't unusual. Everybody,
Yeah,
However, I was telling Janie about this.
Did you run the numbers?
Janie,
I remember that.
my dad sold. We sold tobacco in the store, and in that era, you buy a cigarette cost a penny, and for a nickel you get 5. You got 6 cigarettes for a nickel, so you got an extra cigarette.
Yeah.
Brandon was telling us what the price of cigarettes is today. I think he said $19. In New York City, $19 a pack of cigarettes. For 20 cigarettes. $19. That's $1 a cigarette.
Whoa.
Dad.
What's that?
I think Brandon should run the numbers. That makes it easy.
Yeah, there is no numbers. I don't think. Now there is a lot of.
You don't remember when the sort of cops came in? I'd go back, get a cigarette, give it to the guy, he put in it.
Pay off the cops for the cigarettes?
That's right.
That's what he told me.
I remember it.
You do?
Oh,
Isn't
sure. We want the
I don't remember that.
We want the Lucky Strike money.
Lucky Strikes went to war. Do you remember that?
Wow.
Lucky Strikes were green at that time, and they wanted to tell you why they gave up the green package for a white package. Their slogan was "Lucky Strike went to war." And you believe that? You believe the tooth fairy?
Hey, Jules.
You believe it?
Jules.
Yeah.
So Normie tells us both the story. I want to tell you the story. You tell me if it's a true story. Okay? Normie says.
Norman?
Yeah.
My brother.
Your brother.
Ah.
He says that you were going to get your butt kicked by a gang of guys, and Sam comes up and says to them, "Line up. Who wants to get the crap kicked out of them first?" And they ran away. You remember that?
Sam said that?
That's what Norman said.
He wants to make Sam look like a picture.
That wasn't
No.
the case at all. Julie and I would go to our grandparents'
See, here's the
house.
truth now.
Yeah.
Running numbers.
We'd go through a Polish area. Remember Belmont Avenue?
Oh, yeah, I know it. I know
And
it.
so we'd go there, and these Polish kids would want to beat us up because
Would
we
beat
had no
us up.
business being in their territory. And Julie was with me. I don't know how he was 12 at the time. He was 8, I guess. And so I told him, "You're going to do it one at a time. I'll take one on, but not the whole bunch." So they turned around and left.
Pretty close.
I was a very poor negotiator.
I remember when we were going from our store to Zeta, Uncle Carl.
Yeah.
We would see these guys come down the street ready to beat. We'd go into the hallway
Yeah.
and hide
Yeah.
until they pass by, then we go out.
Yeah, of course. You didn't want to get
So
beaten up.
was Zeta's place in the same place then?
Zeta's what?
Was Zeta's ranch the
Yeah,
same
that
place?
was Zeta's Ranch was on Ridgewood Avenue, which was near. It was close.
Yeah.
But Zeta's Ranch was off Avon Avenue.
Back
And
then.
he retired. When he retired, he went into the junk
Zeta.
business. He was a junk dealer.
He was pretty fancy too, boy.
He what?
Antique, pretty fancy antiques, baby. He used to make the things that $6.
Well, Greg, we want you to know what you married.
Wait a minute. I don't know.
Zadie used to be
Numbers.
What?
Zadie would fix up everything he would buy, sell it a little bit better.
Oh, well, yes or no. He actually, maybe he did.
I know he did,
It's
but I would help
It's
him.
very possible. He had a store on Avon Avenue, and that's where the ranch was across the other side of Avon Avenue, not where my grandparents lived.
I think we're the last
You
people
talk.
here.
You say a ranch?
Time to go.
I'm just curious
Oh,
about
when I was
a
in Hawaii, they would
ranch.
take me. No, this is the.
What are
When
we
I was in
saying?
Lucky Rock,
Yeah.
they would take me to Zeta's ranch, so I could see Zeta's horse.
Oh,
ranch.
you're
He
talking
was
about-
a peddler.
He
We
was,
were
my grandfather was a peddler.
He
Yes, they had a horse.
I know the
They would
horse
take
was
me to the
named
horse.
Dick. I heard about
And
that.
and you know about the horse?
I've heard about this. Yeah.
What's the horse's
It was a
name?
horse. It was a great horse.
Great horse.
But at that time, my father
Yeah.
had
No,
had
I was-
a employee, and when my father stayed in the grocery store, the employee went around and delivered ice to the various restaurants that my dad had served.
Go ahead, tell them a story
When he
about
was
that.
a
Tell them about Dick.
I don't
Dick
know
the
about
horse.
Dick. Dick was standing there in Boone Street with a bag of oats, and he was eating. That's all day.
Just a moment. Dick knew every stop on the road.
He's got
Plus
good
he said,
stories
"Go,"
about the
and he
horse.
would walk 1 step or 3 steps to the next door.
Yeah.
He knew everything. Come on, go.
He was
Well, you know,
blind,
you're-
the
But-
horse was
but that
blind,
was
is
when
what
he
Dad
had
said.
that fellow-
And he knew,
The guy who was a Father Divine man.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
didn't you say the horse was blind and he could find his
I don't
way?
know. Was he blind? Yeah, I don't remember that.
So that's funny, they called a ranch
Well,
where the
Andy thought it
horse.
was a ranch
I
because
was-
he
they
he
told
thought
me
it was
it was
a
a
cowboy.
ranch.
'Cause he had
I wanted to be a cowboy, so
Andy
they
was
take me to the ranch.
convinced. Andy was
funny.
convinced he was going to be a cowboy.
So they would take me to
Say
Zane's
they had a
ranch.
ranch.
That's really funny.
But he did learn something.
But I would have my guns and my hat.
Oh, yeah,
was sitting on
what was that guy?
So you saw the horse?
Daniel
Oh,
Boone.
I don't remember ever seeing the horse.
Oh, Davy Crockett.
Davy Crockett. Andy was Davy Crockett. And he had the Davy Crockett hat.
Kenny had that
Thing
too,
running
that was
down.
popular
That was
back
back-
then.
No,
Yeah.
but that was after that.
This was
After
back in
that?
this was the just the cowboy days.
But my grandfather did impress on Andy the fact that you must take care of your animals before you take care of yourself. And that was an important
Oh,
lesson
yeah.
because
Dick was
he
in
would-
good shape.
Dick was in good shape.
And it still is,
He was
Jules.
well taken care of. But he was a source of livelihood.
What's it?
Nothing.
Yeah, and Andy always took that to heart.
Yeah, take care of my animals first.
You always what?
But see, most of the wealth in this town is from the junk business, because everybody else's family who was in the junk business made fortunes in World War II.
Yeah, I know. Well,
My family had a horse named Dick.
well, just like Annenberg, Andy. Annenberg made millions in publishing the Racing Digest.
Brilliant
What did
idea.
we wind up with?